July 1997, a series of underwater microphones detect a strange noise coming from the depths of the Pacific Ocean. The noise is loud, so loud that it's picked up by stations over 3,000 miles away. This is the first time a sound has been heard from such a vast distance under the water. Scientists are stumped. They don't know what to make of this noise. All they know is that it has never been heard before, and it appears to be coming from something incredibly big. It is later dubbed the Bloop. And while its origin is never officially confirmed, scientists do their best to narrow down the cause of the colossal crash. The biggest animal on Earth, the blue whale, produces a lot of noise when it communicates underwater. Its calls can travel hundreds of miles through the ocean, which is how scientists know the sound belongs to such a massive mammal. But the bloop was much louder than any blue whale noise ever recorded, 120 decibels compared to around 170. For reference, a jet engine taking off produces around 150 decibels of noise. That means the bloop was louder than a jet engine. It was also much longer than any blue whale call. Recorded sounds of blue whales tend to last around 5 minutes, but the bloop lasted for around 16 minutes. And it wasn't a single noise, but a series of noises that peaked at a cacophony of sound before fading into the depths once more. Scientists locate where the bloop came from. It was heard near Point Nemo, which is the most remote place in the world. It's 1,670 miles from New Zealand, 1,100 miles from Chile, and 1,164 miles from the nearest point in Australia. No land has ever been closer than 1,243 miles away. There are no islands, no boats, no airplanes, nothing to interfere with the source of the sound. It is incredibly lonely. The fact that the mysterious sound was located so far away from any civilization led many to believe that whatever produced the noise must be enormous, possibly even bigger than an island. When it comes to sounds traveling through water, size really does matter. The larger the object producing the sound, the further it will carry underwater. The exact mechanism behind the bloop is never discovered, but researchers are able to get a rough idea of what it might have been caused by. They knew that the sound waves couldn't have come from a boat or a submarine. That's because the sounds created by vehicles are not low frequency enough to travel that far under the water. Sounds created by ships usually peak at around 140 decibels and drop off almost immediately after. But the bloop remained relatively consistent in its volume for 16 minutes. It took nearly 2 hours for the noise to reduce to background levels. So what could possibly make such a loud sound and keep it at that volume for so long? Scientists wondered if the noise could have been produced by a massive sea creature. Maybe it was a huge squid, like the giant squid, which can grow to be 43 feet long. But this theory didn't really make sense. Giant squids live in the northern Atlantic and southern oceans, far from where the bloop was heard. Plus, scientists doubted a giant squid could produce such a loud sound. Other experts believed the noise could have been caused by a massive underwater volcano. After all, volcanoes produce some of the loudest noises on Earth. So maybe something similar was happening beneath the ocean. But this theory didn't account for the fact that the bloop appeared to be coming from something alive. And whatever it was, it seemed to be reacting to something. Theories about the cause of the bloop ran rampant. Some people even claimed that the noise was an alien communicating across the universe. Whatever the truth, it was clear that the sound didn't come from anything man-made. But could it have been caused by an animal? If the bloop was made by a sea creature, it would have to be gigantic. Marine biologists estimate that an animal would need to be around 55 feet long to produce such a loud sound. They also believe that the creature would need to be extremely muscular. Whatever the case may be, the bloop was not the first time a mysterious sound was heard in the ocean. There were other noises that peaked at a similar decibel level, but none could be explained. Some scientists believed that the noises could have been produced by marine mammals. After all, dolphins and whales use sound to navigate the ocean. Male humpback whales, for example, sing songs that are around 130 decibels to attract females. But that still leaves another 20 decibels between the bloop and the loudest marine mammal vocalizations. Perhaps the answer lay in the depths of the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean and home to some of the weirdest creatures on Earth. At 36,087 feet deep, the pressure is over 1,000 times greater than at sea level. It's so deep that if Mount Everest was placed at its bottom, it would still be over 7,000 feet underwater. Many believe that the immense pressure and near-freezing temperatures of the Mariana Trench are the reason that no life exists there. But in 1960, a bathyscaphe named Trieste reached the bottom of the trench and discovered a thriving ecosystem of life. Cameras revealed fish, crustaceans, and single-celled organisms living in complete darkness and unbearable pressure. But this discovery was nothing compared to what was found in the Mariana Trench in 1995. That year, Japanese researchers discovered a massive, previously unknown sea creature living in the trench. It was a 33-foot-long eel-like fish that weighed over 1 ton, and it lived at a depth of 23,000 feet. Until this discovery, scientists believed that no fish could live below 650 feet. But here was a massive fish thriving in complete darkness. Could something even bigger be lurking in the depths? The idea of a gargantuan sea creature making the bloop may seem far-fetched, but it's not entirely out of the question. After all, the ocean makes up over 70% of the Earth's surface and has an incredible effect on our planet. It's responsible for almost all of the weather we experience and plays a key role in regulating the global climate. Without the ocean, Earth would be a very different place. In recent years, scientists have discovered more about the ocean than ever before. And with new discoveries comes new theories. Some believe that the ocean could hold the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. Others think that the ocean could help us combat climate change. But one thing is for sure, the ocean is full of surprises. The bloop may never be solved, but that doesn't mean we should stop trying to find out what happened. After all, the ocean is one of the last great frontiers, and who knows what wonders it may hold. We may never know for sure what caused the bloop. But one thing is certain, the deep ocean still holds secrets, and some of them are loud enough to shake the world. Do you believe the bloop was caused by a sea creature, or do you think it was something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.